evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How many minutes late today? I think I'm like 8 minutes or so late. So sorry for coming late today. So, guys, as usual, this is the what day are we in? Are we in the fourth or the fifth day? I'm not keeping track again. Okay, let me check my leaflets. I'll be able to know the exact day we are in one. We are in the fifth day. Yeah, we are in the fifth day. We've discussed. Hi, Papia Poda. Thank you for being the first to come and even to comment. I really appreciate your presence. Pretty Prince of Lagos. That name is always really funny anytime I call it. Seriously. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just trying to position my camera. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think it's a bit better. Miami's here. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing about the twin star, the safest twin engine aircraft. Oh my god, I did not forget. I did not forget, but I felt it won't give us a very good okay, I didn't forget it, but if you can hear me clearly, just let me know so that I know whether to connect it or not. I didn't forget. Just let me know if you can hear me. Oh, thank you so much for that thumbs up. I know you can hear me. So today we're going to be talking about the DA-62 aircraft. It's like we know it's a light aircraft. It is not like the other ones we have been discussing. That's the Boeing 737, the 777. It's not like the A350 we discussed yesterday. It's not like the A380 we discussed. I think we discussed the A380 day before yesterday or so. Yeah, so today is the fifth day. I don't want to lose track. I better write it. Today is the fifth day. We have 5 more days to go after this. And we are going to be done with this series of talking about those aircrafts. So we are going to be diving deep down. But like I always say, thank you so much. Like I always say, like I have some criteria we're going to be using to talk about these aircraft. So like endurance, passenger capacity, aircraft ceiling, the type of engine, the number of engines, the who produced this aircraft, that's the manufacturer of the aircraft, also the maximum takeoff weight, also the first flight. All these things are things we're going to be using as a yardstick to know about these aircraft. And I'm not lying, these 5 days that we have spent so far, I have learned a lot personally. And I don't know if you guys have learned. If you have, let me know in the comment section. Give me an affirmation. Yes, I have learned. No, I haven't learned. It's fine. If you learn, good. If you don't learn, let us know so that I can know how to expatiate on stuff so that you can learn for the next time or even today. But in case you're new here and you don't know me, my name is Princess Anu, and on this channel, we talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. Oh, they are here today. Dan Walt, welcome. Thank you for joining from Jamaica. Owen Adama, thank you so much for coming. So we're going to be starting immediately now that we have a lot of people here already. So feel free to comment, feel free to leave your suggestions, feel free to tell me anything you know about. Feel free to tell me anything. AGT, welcome. Feel free to tell me anything you know about this aircraft. And guys, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Very, very important. Now we are diving straight into it. So the first thing, endurance of this aircraft. Actually had to check the fact that this aircraft is very similar to the DA-42 that have flown, and I've made lots of videos of the DA-42 on this aircraft already. So on this channel, sorry, already, so you can check the DA-42. But the DA-42 and the DA-62, they are very much similar to each other. Like they have a lot of similarities, and they have a lot of similarities and also a lot of differences, because both of them are glass cockpits. Both of them have everything like autopilot. They have like the cockpits. In fact, looking at the cockpit of DA-62, you would think it's a DA-42, but it's a DA-62. But there are changes. There are things I want to talk about this aircraft even before going through this criteria. It's the DA-62 is larger. It's also higher, like in wingspan, in height. It's larger, it's taller. Well, am I supposed to use the word taller? It's actually taller than the DA42. So the endurance is about 14 hours. It can go up to 14 hours because I know that the DA42 can go up to 7+ hours, like 7 to 8 hours, depending. Tanisha, welcome. Depending on the percentage of power you put it, because for this other glass cockpits you work with percentage, like 60%, 50%, 40%, that kind of a thing. That's how it is. Passenger capacity, you can have like 7 persons in the DA42 at once. Correction, the DA62 at once. But in DA42 you can have about five no 4 persons in the DA42. I think you can have just like 4 persons, but in the DA62 you can have up to 7 persons in the DA62 at once. Is it a one-man crew? Is it a two-man crew? That is another thing for talks here and there, depending on where it's being flown. But with the way it's structured as a light aircraft and all, it is actually a one-man crew, based on my opinion. Seeing how the cockpit is, seeing how every single thing is, it's not like a two-man aircraft like all the heavier jets, medium weighted jets and all that. No, this is, it's definitely a light aircraft and definitely one-man crew. Next thing is the aircraft ceiling of this aircraft. It can go up to 20,000 feet. But the question of it going up 20,000 feet brings another serious issue. Is it pressurized? Because when you have an aircraft that is not pressurized and you want to go up to more than 10,000 feet, then you should be thinking of oxygen in the cockpit. These are things, these are criterias, because above 10,000 feet, the oxygen level is not the way it is when it's at ground level. It keeps reducing as you go higher. So when you consider that, even if it's 20,000 feet, still yet, it's not, I'm going to say, it's not too safe if you don't have oxygen in your own aircraft, because it's not looking like a pressurized aircraft. It's just like a normal light jet, though most of them, sorry for that break, though most of them have AC, because I know that the DA42 that I flew had AC in it. So I'm sure the DA62, exactly for comfort, for luxury. Look at the thumbnail on this, like the aircraft is so sleek. It's almost looking like, in fact, let me not go on to luxury cars so that I don't start telling you, about the Lamborghini, all those. Anyways, let's come back to flying. But actually, the cockpit is awesome for all the types. Whether you request the one with white seats, brown seats, ash seats, black seats, all the cockpits, like all of them, the interior of the aircraft is on point. So if it's something I think you can consider if you want to buy a light jet that you can use to travel, probably you and your family, or for business meetings. Most people that buy the DX62, they are actually people that are like businessmen and businesswomen that like travel on their own convenience and they just want to relax. Some of them want to fly themselves, because you know that there are a lot of pilots that are also business people that also want to fly themselves. So sorry, I got here late. Does the plane have a jet engine? No, it's a turboprop, a turbocharged engine. It's not a jet engine. It's not a turbine powered a turbo fan, because like these are some things that I always like to mention. There are jets that are turbo fan, you have turbo prop, you have turbo which other of the turbines? Please, engineers in the house, help us out. But actually it's not piston engine, because we know that all these other smaller aircrafts are piston engines, like the TB9, the Cessnas, the Pipers, all those smaller ones, they are piston engines. But this is not a piston engine. It's not a what am I going to use now to classify this? It's actually not a jet engine. Let's just classify it like that. Next thing is the maximum takeoff weight. Maximum takeoff weight, like I said, is a light aircraft. You just have 2,300 kg for the maximum takeoff weight. So it's very, very light, very, very comfortable. Is it similar to the SAAB 360? I really don't know that abbreviation for which aircraft. If you can put it in full, then probably my brain can pick it up and say, okay, this aircraft. So I don't really know. The type of, how many engines does it have? It has two engines. It's not single engine. The DA62 is two engines, and oh god, like I said, it's very similar. I'm wanting to use the DA42 to kind of explain to you how the DA62 looks. So it's a maybe I'm going to do like a mini picture slides after this live. I'm going to do a mini picture slide so that you can see how the aircraft looks, the interior, the exterior. Seriously, it's a very beautiful aircraft. Not only that it's beautiful, it's one of the safest twin stars, and it has been proven. It's not just that probably maybe the Diamond company, because like I said, the manufacturer of this aircraft is the Diamond aircraft industry. So it's not that the Diamond aircraft industry just wants to come and say, oh, our aircraft is the safest. No, it's not about that. It's that the aircraft is actually the safest twin star, because these aircrafts can glide for a long time. Even the DA42, even the DA40, they are good at gliding. Savexta airplane Akite Blange. Oh, wow, wow. I've not even heard the name of that aircraft, but I'm definitely going to check it out after this live stream. I'm going to do that. Year of production. This DX62 was actually modified from the DA50. So DA50 started production in around 2012, but they now modified it, into being the DX62. And it finally came out. The first flight of this aircraft was actually 3rd of April 2012. That's when it was still a DA50 before they converted it and modernized it and made it the DA62. Seriously. And so far, you have 120 of these aircrafts that have been built so far I think as at 2020 or 2019, like we just have 120 of these aircraft. And I'm sure that the Diamond aircraft industry, what they'll be doing is that they are going to be producing based on order. They're not just going to produce and keep it out. I don't think that's what they're going to do, because most people that like to buy small aircrafts like this, they like it for their own modification. Like, they tell you, okay, I don't want autopilot in mine. I want autopilot in mine. Yeah, you can opt to have autopilot in your own aircraft and opt not to have it. It's like an added kind of something. And you can opt, some can opt to have AC, some can opt not to have AC, some can opt to have like added navigational equipment in their own aircraft. These are the beauties of when you have like lighter jets. But the more things you want to add to your aircraft, obviously the more money they are going to be asking from you. It's just logical, like, just makes sense. You want them to put something extra, they're definitely going to ask something extra from you. And these are the few things like I know about this aircraft. But it's very, very easy to fly, because it's a very good glider. Like, there's one of our instructors that always says that an aircraft is already structured to fly well by itself. Like, it's already structured to fly well by itself. Hi, welcome, Kamara. So all you have to do is just for you as the pilot to control the aircraft to fly the way you want it to fly. So the beauty of this is that it's plastic. It glides up to, I think it glides up to about, is it 300 and something kilometers, 300 and something thousand or 200 and something thousand. I really can't remember again. But the glide ratio is fantastic, because, okay, let me tell you something, guys, about the DA42 when I was flying it. For the DA42, just like other aircrafts that you have to anticipate before touchdown, like maybe you're coming to land, you have to anticipate like so far before touchdown. For the DA42, whether you are, in fact, you would have calculated everything, but coming close to the piano keys, you know that we have lines like this. We actually call them, the piano keys on the runway. You kind of have lines like this on the runway, and that's before you can see probably the runway number. You have the piano keys before the runway number. So this can be runway 04. So you have the piano keys, then you have the runway number. Before you get to this piano keys, you need to be anticipating to close the throttle. Like, if you don't do that, you are going to float till you get to the middle of the runway and you have to add power and make a go around and come back again to land. What am I trying to say? This aircraft is carbon fiber. It floats very, very well. It's just like plastic, like it floats. And okay, let's not use the word float since we're in aviation. It glides very, very well. And because it glides very, very well, you have to anticipate, you have to close the power on time and give it that. You're not forcing the aircraft down. You have to give it that time for it to, stabilize, come back to normal, then come down and touch and all that. So that is also the way this DA62 is, and that's why I'm saying it's going to be very easy to fly. Carbon fiber, thank you very much, light and strong, yeah. So it's something that you need to be smart, you need to be sharp flying this aircraft. But I think it's going to be easy for all of us to like get a hang of it. So if you have the opportunity to fly any of these diamond aircraft, trust me, diamond aircrafts are awesome. They are good in what they do. In fact, I think diamond aircraft industry, they are really doing great in trying to give the I'm not going to say trying to give the average man, but in trying to give the private jets side, like the people that want to just cruise, fly by themselves, like enjoy your life, that kind of luxury, like they want to give them the best, and that's what the diamond company they are doing, and I think they're really doing good at it, because even bringing those aircrafts for flying, like Ilori actually uses the DA40. NCAT now has the DA40, and they also have the DA42. So you can see that as time goes on, these aircrafts might likely push away the Cessnas and the you also love the diamond aircrafts. Yeah, they are very nice. Plus the glass cockpit in it is also superb. So they may likely over time push away the Cessnas and the TB9s and all those smaller aircrafts that we are using to fly. So guys, this is my TED Talk today. I'm not really going to call you the TED Talk. This is my gist with you guys concerning this aircraft, and thanks for everyone that contributed. Seriously, like, okay, I thought someone mentioned, okay, when I was talking about the piano keys, actually called the threshold, yeah, before you get to the threshold, and yeah, we usually use like, before you get to the piano keys, just careful, before you get to the piano keys, make sure you close the power. Close it, you're going, this girl, you're about to balloon. I don't think those are aircraft balloon. I don't think that aircraft balloons. Actually, there are several types of landings. That's what I'm talking about, balloon. When you have a good landing, there are smooth landings, there are hard landings, there are positive landings, actually called hard landings anyways. But there's a balloon. When you balloon, there's kangaroo. In fact, when it comes to flight school, you know that there are bad landings. And those bad landings, they have names. Good names. They have names for them, and you have to just be smart. You have to just know what you're doing, basically, for you to be able to fly these aircrafts and fly them well. So, guys, this is all I have for you guys today. Bumpy landings. I've not really heard of bumpy landings, but there might be something called bumpy landings. But trust me, they are really bad landings. Like, they are bad landings. Like, you just call them that you arrived. You did not land, you just arrived. But there's something that we always say in aviation. Any going off the runway landing, no, going off the runway landing, that means you skidded out of the runway. Like, that is not even a landing, that is a crash. Trust me, it's a crash, and it can be recorded as an incident. So that is not even a landing at all. But they say any landing that you make and you come out successfully out of the aircraft without them having to take you probably to the hospital or take the aircraft maybe for, like, the aircraft has to be grounded or so, it's a good landing. You came out safely, it's a good landing. They don't have to repair the aircraft. It's a good landing. Actually, I'm laughing because I'm trying to remember all the things we did during flight school days, and it's kind of funny. And sometimes when you're trying to learn how to fly a new aircraft, it can get so, things can get a wire, and it can be so bad. Sometimes it can be so good. It just depends. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the live streams. If you are, let me know in the comment section, or you can say it just immediately after the live stream when this video uploads. But for now, this is all we have for today. Till I catch you guys next time on this same channel. Keep watching Princess Anu TV and please come early tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. here on Princess Anu TV. Bye guys, love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for coming.